Yeah, we can see your screen.
Okay.
Mm.
So as we all know, we trade our favorite pair is gold. So let me try by introducing myself again. My name is TJ Ulukoya Akorede, aka TJFX. So today I'll be taking us on outlook of gold in coming week. That's the next 3 hours or so. So let's see what the chart is saying. So as I like to, I'll go straight to daily time frame to break down the charts. Okay, let me delete what I have here first. So this daily time frame. So as we all see, like, okay, gold is turning bullish already because due to my trading, I use SMC, that's smart money concepts. And as you can see from here, you can see this is the last break of structure. This is the last break of structure to the downside. Yeah, this is liquidity. So this is, we have the last break of structure here. This is our last BOS break of structure. And we can see buyers and sellers, we are in a fight here over the past 2 months. But finally, buyers finally won the fight. And we can see that's why gold is turning bullish now. And here, as we can see from the charts on daily, we have a shock. That's a change of character. Yeah, we have a change of character here. Actually, we have internal, and this is even an external change of character here. We have this one here, but I want to pick this since we already have this. So we have internal break of structure, internal change of character here. This is another internal one here, and this is another internal. So I want to work on this. So this is change of character here. Christ give us a change of character here. And we can see after this change of character, we have a BOS break of structure here. Another break of structure. Let me just mark them. So for those. So we have a break of structure here. BOS break of structure. So we have another break of structure here. So another break of structure here. So there's something I want to point out here from this daily time frame on this particular zone. We can see currently now price is approaching a key zone because here is a sales zone here. So we should be watchful. We should watch out what's going to happen around this zone because sellers might step in here to bring the price down. Because as we can see, since we have this change of character, there has not been any major correction. Just here we have a minor correction. So price was just pushing to the upside. So here now, sellers might step in here. So here I'm looking at this zone here. Okay, sellers might step in from this zone, even maybe to push price to the downside a little, because we know the market will not just continue buying, buying, buying like that. There's need for a correction. So here I will put this is a supply zone here. So it indicates like, okay, if we want to take a short sell, we can even take a short sell from this points. It's reasonable to sell from here if you want to sell, but it's going to be a short sell, not a long. So because gold is bullish now, as we all know, we are in season of gold buying, gold season now to buy. We are in a bullish season now for gold. As we can see, it's even reacting on BTC also. We can see the way BTC is buying also. So we should look out for buy opportunity now, not sell. So let me go down to 4 hours. So on 4 hours, I will just refine all these break of structures and change BOS. So on 4 hours now, so we have this same break of structure here. So here we can see price has been giving us, price was giving us lower high before. Lower high. But the moment price got to this zone, around 4,000 here, we have been seeing lower high, higher highs. Price giving us higher highs to the upside. So that means buyers have stepped in. So here we have a break of structure. We have another break of structure here. Another break of structure here. BOS. So we have another one here, but I want to pick this one because this one is still valid. We have another BOS here. So here also, we have another break of structure here also. So I think on 4 hours, this is the last break of structure. I think we still have another one here also, but let me descend to 2 hours so we can get a clearer break of structure there. So on 2 hours, we have another break of structure here. So once prices keep giving you break of structure, you just want to look for buy opportunity. BOS. So here also, another break of structure here. So here now, this is the last break of structure we have to the upside now on 2 hours time frame. So let me descend to 1 hour to see if we still have any break of structure there. So on 1 hour also, I think that's the last break of structure. That's the last break of structure here. So price has pulled back. So why I mark out this zone, you can see. So I think the moment price tap into this zone, you might see a rejection. The price might pull back, maybe to this, to come back to fill this fair value gap, because you can see there's a massive fair value gap around there. So price might pull back to come back to fill up this imbalance in the market. But we just cross our fingers and see what's going to happen. So let's go down to 15 minutes. Let's see what we have on 15 minutes. On 15 minutes, do we have any break of structure? Yeah, there's no any visible break of structure there also. This is the major break of structure because this is the major break of structure we have. And price is descending back to this zone. So here now, what I'll be looking out for tomorrow, what I want price to do, because I want to buy. So where is the last break of structure? What is the origin that caused this break of structure? That's the question now. I will ask myself now. This is the origin. This is the origin that caused this break of structure because price pulled from this zone. Because here we have another block here. There's another block here. There's another block here, OB here. we can see price pull out from this other block, gave us FVG, imbalance, fair value gap, gave us FVG, and this is liquidity. This is liquidity. Price take liquidity here. Price give us this height. Then price tap liquidity and price return back to the other block that caused the break of structure. So the moment price tap in here and gave us another high. So this is the other block that caused this break of structure. So price tapping into this other block and gave us another break of structure. Broke. So this was the previous height. We have this height. This was the previous height. This was the previous height. And when price returned back to the OB, to the other block, price eliminates this height. Price eliminated this height. So that's what gave us another break of structure. So what's going to happen now? What I believe is going to happen now in the market is price is definitely returning back to the other block before it will now continue the movement to the upside to continue the bullish trend. But in case, because as we all know, every weekend like this, price might not return back to this other block when the market open. Price may just go up straight to tap into this zone to take liquidity. If price wants to drop down below this point, price may just go up straight to tap liquidity from this zone. And the moment we see that, we should know that, okay, that means the trend is kind of changing. So maybe we will expect price to sell back to this other block. So for me, I'll be positioning for a buy from this other block. Yeah, I want price to return back to this other block here, which is around 4,567 or 63. So if I will set a buy limit here now, this is what I want to see. I want to go long from here. I want to go long from here. Let me just do it 1:3. In case price pull back to this zone, I want to make my yeah. Okay, let me put it at 51. So this will be this is almost 1:4. So at least if price pull back to this other block, I want to buy from here to ride it up. It depends on if there's momentum in the market, I might decide to ride it up to this point here. Maybe up to 4,007 because I believe price is targeting 4,007. And if I go back to, let me go to daily again. There's something I want to show us on daily time frame that make me desire take that zone, that make me more interested in that zone. We can see when price drop from this zone here, from this key zone here, we can see this engulfing candle. There's an imbalance between this candle, these three candles. There's an imbalance from here to this point. So which means there was a fair value gap here. There's fair value gap. We have fair value gap from this zone. Okay, price already tap into this zone. So there's a fair value gap here. From here to here, price pull back to this one, but there's still an imbalance here. So here now, price has pulled up to this zone, but there's still little imbalance. Yeah, that will make me interested. Okay, this might be like, okay, price is attracted this zone. Price is attracted to this zone. So I'm looking out for a short sell around this zone here. It could happen. It's definitely going to happen, I believe. So because price will not just keep pushing like that. But if it break this height, that means the next height you should be looking at is around 4,880 or 4,890. So, but first, this is the area we are focusing on first. Let's price break this height first. Once price break this height, we see a little pullback, then we can continue pushing to the upside. So, any question about that? Are we all together?
Yes, sir, we are. The area.
Okay. So that's why I'm most especially interested in that zone. So for me, this is what I'm looking at. Yeah. So this, I want price to pull back to this other block, and I will see if I might take an aggressive entry or I might just wait, because since today, I will see what Asian section will do, sha. If Asian should break this zone, if so, what I want to see in case, because you should always look out for buy and sell. So in case market pull up, immediately the market open, it just pull up to this zone. We should know that, okay, and market didn't come back to this zone to take liquidity to go up. We should know that, okay, definitely the markets want to sell. That's the easy way I analyze my market also. If market should just wait, open and just do something like this, jump up to this zone, create another height, then I know like, okay, I will not just continue buying from here because I know, okay, because price will need liquidity to go on the opposite direction. So I'll be watching to see what's going to happen. Maybe this OB is going to, the price is going to break this other block. So if price break this other block, that means it's going to be targeting the next other block we have below, which is around, which is here. This is where we have another valid other block again. So if price should break this, if price should break this lower high we have here, that means price is coming back to this zone, which is around the 4,460 again. But if the market open and just do something like this, price drop down to this zone, to this other block. So it's best for me to buy and ride it up this zone. So I can even buy it up to 4,007 because I know price is close to 4,007. So it's definitely going to make another high before returning back. So I think that's all from me. Any question? Any question? If there is no question, I believe we all understand what I just explained. I think that will be all for me tonight because I don't want to take much of our time. We don't need to over analyze and confuse ourselves. We all know gold is bullish right now, so We just position very well. If price tap in here, we buy to the upside. And if price just, if market just open and just tap into this zone, okay, definitely price is going to come back to this OB. And if it break this OB, it's coming down because this is liquidity. What we have here is liquidity. This is liquidity for price to go up. This is the major order block. This is the major order block. The price tap into before going up. And there's another order block here, so I can even extend this to this zone. Yes. There's another block here. The price tap into. We can see price did not just come back from these heights and come back here. There's another block here that price tap into before going back up. So, and we can see price gave us a fair value gap. Here, this is liquidity here above. And here, when price eliminated this height, it gave us another order block and give us another break of structure to the upside. So it's simple as that. So if price break this OB, we expect price to come back to this OB here around 4,460. Mm. Okay. So, Mr. Richard, I think that's all for me tonight. So I'll just take a screenshot of this. Okay, let me finish up with the. I think I will do that. So, Mr. Richard, any comments or anything before I call it a day? Mr. Richard, are you there? I think you are muted.
Audible.
Hello, I can't hear you. I can't hear you, Mr. Richard. What do you think of DXY? Oh, I can't say much about DXY. Really, I can't say much about DXY because American economy, this is DXY, but where is the chart? So I think DXY is still going to be bearish. It's still bearish, but we might see a little pullback. This is on daily. Let me go to 4 hours. So we can see DXY has been bearish. So DXY has been bearish. So, but with what I'm saying currently, we can see a bullish move. Maybe from next week, we can see a bullish move from DXY. And that's why I'm even, if you can see, it correlates with my analysis on gold. I've not even checked a DXY before. So if DXY is going to be bullish next week, that means gold is going to drop. We can see it's giving us a buy structure already. So price has tapped into this zone. Let me go to daily. Let's see what's happening there. So price tapping into this zone. Where can we? Hmm, we can see. Price, I think DXY might still drop to this zone. This might just be a, DXY might still drop to this zone because this is a major order block that push price to this upside. So
DJ,
DXY,
can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, my network have just been messing up. It's
Oh,
no, just continue.
so I think DXY might still drop down. This might just be, oh, so this might just be a minor correction. So DXY might still drop down to this zone, 98 points, maybe around 98.1125, 125, 98.125 or 98.005 before pushing up to this upside. But I don't want to complicate things for myself. So I rather wait to see price action. I work on majorly on price action. And we know as Trump is misbehaving, so Trump might just decide to just drop a tweet tomorrow and just scatter everything just to boost the US dollar. So on 1 hour, DXY is giving us this structure, but this height needs to be broken. We might see a little push up. Let me see. Because since we have the drop, there has not been a major pullback correction. Yeah. You might see there is chance for DXY to push up to this zone. Yes. Yes, there's possibility for DXY to push up to this zone. There's possibility. Yeah, there's possibility for DXY to push up to this zone. So gold will likely drop this week. Gold will likely drop this week. So, Mr. Richard, go ahead.
Okay, I was saying initially, thank you for your time. Thank you for sharing and all that. It's not easy with your time frame. I know this should be around after 12 or so, or to 12.
Yeah, to
Yeah,
12.
so it's not an easy one for you to come. So thank you very much for joining. The analysis you get on gold is top notch and it's just straightforward. If this does not happen, this should happen. If this should violate, this is where we should wait for um on gold to enter. But overall, we know that gold is bullish.
Yes.
So DSY is pretty bearish because if you are looking at this time, the structure and everything is
Yeah.
actually giving bearish
Bearish.
structure. So not to complicate things, DXY is bearish, gold is bullish. We look for buys on gold. So that's pretty straightforward. Thank you very much for your time. Really appreciate. This is being recorded, so to be posted on the group after the class.
Okay. All right. That will be all for me tonight. So,
Mr. Sam and Oluwafonso, do you have questions? Mr. Isaac, I am Say, I am Zay. You guys, do you have questions? Okay, okay, okay. Sam, you want to ask question?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, go ahead.
So according to the analysis, kind of good explanations. I understood that if the market dares open with a gap on the upside down and creates a bearish signal, we go down. You said you go down towards the order block further to the 4460. But according to the liquidity grab, just below, yeah, up there.
yeah.
Once it collects, no, not the upper one. Yeah, on that order block. You said you still have some liquidity. So if the market just dares open with a gap on the bearish side and taps on our order block and forms a bullish sign, we go up. But still now on the major side, will we be able to cross that order block that we've
This one?
marked on the upper side? No,
This
after
one?
if
The
it in
one, the
case
one
it goes,
above?
yeah, if in case it goes down and we manage to have the bullish momentum continue, I need to be able to break that order block.
This one?
Yeah, that
Yeah,
one.
anything is possible. We know we can see the momentum from 4,000 when gold broke out. We can see the momentum.
Yeah.
So we can still break it. So gold, that's why when gold is set to buy, it breaks everything. It breaks anything. It doesn't respect any other block or fair value gap. It will just be flying, flying, flying. You wait like you might wait here that oh, gold will definitely come back to fill this gap. It might come back maybe after 6 months. We can see what happened when gold was bullish last year. Last year, I think the bullish movement started around October last year. It was just buying, buying, buying until get to January before it started to do the correction. And it did correction for 6 months, more than 6 months before it turned bullish again. And
Yeah.
this movement that just started here now is movement like okay, gold want to go and create another height. Maybe the target now is 6,005 or 6 or so, we don't know. So once gold move like that, it's not looking back. It might look back maybe after 6 months or 7 months. So this height is nothing. So like here now, let me go to 1 hour. So when it broke this, when it got to this height, we are thinking, okay, this height is going to be difficult for gold to break. But we see what happened.
It broke it.
It broke it. It broke it. So gold, when gold want to move, it move like crazy.
True.
So gold is highly bullish now. You should look out for buy opportunity. If you want to sell, you can just do a scalping, just scalp. But if you want to even have a comfortable trade, just be on a buy position. But around this zone, let's see what will happen here. Let's see what the market will do when the market open. In the next 1 hour, 15 minutes or 20 minutes, the market will open, we'll see what will happen. If gold just tap into this zone, we should know that, okay, this market want to drop. If it tap into this zone, I know definitely it want to, because it will not just go up like that. If you want to break this height, you need to come back to take liquidity from last week before going up. You understand that you need to take liquidity from here, from low to go up, not from
By the
high.
time it push
Eh?
momentum. Yeah. Now I get it. I get it.
Yes, it will need to pull back. If you want to go up, it needs to pull back first. Take liquidity from below, then go up. But if you just tap into this zone straight, definitely you want to drop. So it's
Got it.
as simple as that. So I make my analysis, so I don't want to complicate things too much. Even though when you get into the trade, you start doing otherwise, but at least make it simple for yourself, Hadi. So is that all, Mr.
Mr. Sam. Yeah, I understand. I understand. I'm well.
Yeah,
Thank you
okay.
very much.
You're welcome. So that will be all for me tonight. Thank you so much for your time. Also, I hope we all have a profitable week and a blessed week ahead.
And maybe we should try another challenge. I love the challenge that you tried from $50. Now you're almost headed to $2,000. That was a really great challenge. After you're done with that challenge, maybe you could start another one. Maybe could be
Oh,
great
that
for the
was
group.
not me. Oh.
It was XZ. It was Z.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm saying maybe we could try something sort of.
I think that challenge is awesome, but right now, because the market has really moved up, let's Mr. Richard. Mr. Richard is not here.
Oh yeah. So Richard is
No,
not
yeah, I
on.
think the network have taken out.
No, I'm
So,
here.
Yeah, he said.
okay. So you want to say something about that?
About the challenge.
Yes.
Yeah, it's something that we can um it's something that we can look into. There is this document that I was actually using. There's this stuff that I was using, and a friend shared it to me. So it's just about you having a particular, like, is a 20 pip challenge. Wait, let me see if I can pull up my screen so that I'll share it with you
Let me just
guys.
stop sharing.
Okay, You guys, you can still hear me, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
we can hear you.
Okay. I'm calling just a moment. Okay, let me share my screen. All right. You can see this, right?
yes,
Okay, so now the idea, I'm actually using this with I just told some couple of persons about it. So the actual idea behind this is that um you are going to be risking um a certain amount of money, and then you have a profit target for each phase, right? So now the idea is um if you hit your first phase, okay, if you hit your first phase, so if you hit your first phase, this is the challenge, the ending
yes,
balance for this, which is around $356, right? So let's just say
Nikushia masasi po. Kutapata mzee kutolea kiali msiniita. Sawa.
so if
Kala
you
komito.
get to the
Okay.
first and you actually hit that, you can travel. Let's say if you are in Nigeria, right? The first
Wanapashwa.
is that you leave your state and go to another state, like you're just going to travel to another state, right? Then the
yes.
second one is if you get to the second one, the balance for the second one, and you hit the second one, you are going to travel from your country to any African country,
Okay.
right? You're going to leave Nigeria to maybe to Ghana, to Rwanda, to Kenya, or any African country, right? Then the third phase, if you get the third phase and you hit the third phase, you leave Africa as a continent and go to the next one. So this is something I'm just still working on it to actually get the whole percentage, the risk, the profit targets, the tips and all that. But actually is the initial stop loss in pips is 20 pips, right? So you are risking one to make either 1:3 or 1:2, depending on you. It's something that you can just is discretionary, right?
Okay.
It's discretionary. It's just something that, okay, this is target. If I get this, this is what I'm going to do. If I hit phase one, this is what I'm doing. If I hit phase two targets, this is what I'm doing. If I get to phase three targets, this is what I'm doing. So it's something that we can. The challenge is something that we can actually look into, and then we organize it well. So you see here you have different pairs that you can actually trade with and all that. So whatever your starting balance is, once you just let's say now you see if you are starting with $100, right? It changes everything, but your risk, now this is actually static, right? This ending balance is static. This is what you are expected to get. So if you make your $6, $8, you just completed or not completed or stuff like that. So whatever, that's why I say it's discretionary. But then this ending balance here is static. So whatever your trading equity is, you can even, if you are starting with 5K, right? Let's say you're starting with 5K, you are still going to end here. So if you get 356 for the phase one, you leave your state to another state. For the phase two, 3,884, you leave your country to another country within your continent. Then 52K, you leave your continent to another continent. You get? So that's the idea. That's the idea behind the whole stuff. So the challenge is something that if we commit to it, it's something that we can actually do.
Yes. I think if we can do it this way, that okay, everybody from maybe let's see, okay, this when we are starting, maybe if we are starting, let's say, okay, we are starting next month. Today is the 24, 23rd.
Yeah.
Let's say, okay, we are starting 1st of September. And we hold ourselves responsible. Like, okay, we carry ourselves along. Okay, how many person is interested in this challenge? We are starting this. So this is the pair we want to create together. Because what I realize is some of us, we don't have the courage to execute trade.
But you could.
Like sometimes you might see your setup of fear. My setting, like, I don't know if this setup is actually right or it's going to hit my TP or SL. But if we do something like group something like, yes, we all will like, okay, even though I lose this money, I'm not the only one that will be pained. At least it's share pain. Like, okay, we know, like, okay, we all took the risk together. So because sometimes what you might be saying might be different from what others will be saying. So if we do something like that, okay, we commit ourselves, okay, we are this so amount of numbers, like, okay, we are doing this, we are starting this, so this is where we want to enter from. We want to enter from this zone. Let's say we are waiting for gold to pull back to a particular zone. Let's say we want to wait for gold to pull back to 4,006, and from 4,600, we want to ride it to 4,007. Depends on your capacity. If you have a $100 account, you know you are meant to use 0.01. So if you have if you have like 500, you can use 0.02 or 0.03. Depends on your risk tolerance. So something like that, we know that, okay, how many pips have you cashed? We know we enter from the same zone. So we are targeting, we know, okay, we are riding these pips. We base it on pips, not on amount of money you make. Because if you put it on amount, some people might feel like, oh, I'm behind. Do you get my
No, it's not. Yeah, it's not something that we must do uniformly, right? The main thing is just to achieve this end profit that is here, like this profit target. You get this profit target. So anytime that you get to this, the only thing is that we'll hold ourselves accountable, right? You might come and say, okay, this is what I did today, this is what I didn't do today, or stuff like that. You give your balance. If you violated your rules and stuff like that, you have a punishment that you have to make a video on, something like that, just to be accountable. You get? So, but it doesn't mean that if you are not coming up with orders, that you have to feel bad about it. No, everybody is not the same thing. It might take you 2 days to achieve this, but some people it will take them like 1 week, 2 weeks, right? But then the main thing is, did you achieve the goal? Right? Did you achieve the goal? Now, if you achieved it, at least it registers something in your brain that, okay, this thing is possible. So that's just the idea.
Okay, there's no time frame that when you must to achieve
No,
this
no, no, there is no time frame. Is an individual stuff, but
individual.
then the challenge is still on, right? It's more like an accountability forum. You get
Okay.
a group of persons who come together. This is the challenge that you're doing. This is the time frame. That each person will say, okay, this thing might take me 1 year to achieve. This thing might take me 2 weeks to achieve. Fine, good. Whenever you achieve it, is fine, right? But the thing is just that you have to be accountable. Any trade that you are taking, was it your setup, right? Was it your rules? Did you trade your rules? Now, if you violated, what punishment, what discipline are you going to, put in place so that you don't repeat it again and then you achieve your goal? So that's just the idea behind it.
Okay, understood.
So, but then, like I said, it's discretionary. There are other ideas that can come up, and we still make it to be nice and uniform. So I don't know. Is it something that we should do, or maybe we would have to review it, ask people who wants to join and something like that? Like, how do are we buying into this, or there's another, another form of challenge? Zay, which one were you doing before? Is he here? Mr. Zay?
I did the question. Yes.
Yeah, which challenge were you doing before? Sam mentioned about a challenge. That was why I put up this one that I put up. So
I think that was Mr. Space.
that was who?
That was Mr. Space. Mr. Space, rather.
Okay. What was the challenge?
It was just it's not actually a personal challenge. Actually, he just took $50